When two agencies with a common destiny come together to fight modern-day slavery, human trafficking, the results are obvious. This is the story behind the visit of the Director General of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, Mrs. Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, to Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. The parley is indeed exciting, but that wouldn't be all. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission built synergies with the Office of the Chief of Defense Staff to bring on board diaspora experts in defense and security architecture. And the episode is incomplete without suicide notes from our momatrician. It is loaded and simply unmissable. This is the Diaspora, and I'm Koinsola Adetumbi. Stay tuned. Organ harvesting, prostitution, domestic slavery, and human trafficking were among the issues discussed by NAPTIP and NITCOM. Take a listen.
NAPTIP has a mandate to coordinate all the national crime prevention and law enforcement resources to stamp out human trafficking. We operate under the 5 strategies of policy, creating policies and implementing them. We do the prevention, we also do the protection, prosecute, and also we partner with every organ of society. Permit me to share this opportunity, to use this opportunity to share our renewed vision. Nigeria as a country has always had a response towards fighting human trafficking. In fact, as far as the African continent is concerned, we're leading the fight. But it's very important that we're intentional for better impact. Our response has always been aligned towards the corrective measures or reactive measures. Going forward, our vision is strongly coming from the preventive angle. Hence, the need for us to ensure that we don't end up with victims. Or we close the gate, we cut the conveyor belt, and we deal with our existing issues by empowering our people. Hence, our vision of the 4S and the 4Rs. The 4S entails us partnering with states, holding them accountable as strong stakeholders and strong partners, ensuring that we have the right systems and structures to stamp out human trafficking in every state. That way we can be able to go down to the local communities and the local government. We've also embarked on ensuring that every state has a task force, an active task force. Going forward, we ensure that we co-opt all the focal persons for focal people for diaspora to be part of this task force. As of today, we have 17 state task force, and we're looking to launch all other states in April and May. We would like to enlist your support, the Diaspora Commission, to ensure that every state has domesticated the Child Rights Act and also the VAP Act. We also have a sexual offenders register that names and shames these offenders. We enlist your support to ensure that all the data is in one place, and we have a central register that employers can refer to, everybody can refer to ensure that we're all protected. We also have a service providers register. This is where the diaspora will also play a key role. The people that want to do pro bono cases, that want to offer psychological support, counseling support, and all the specialist services. The service provider register enables them to be highlighted so that when we need this support, we can always reach out to them, regardless of where they are. Our 4S's and 4Rs aligns with President Muhammad Buhari's vision of diversifying the economy, of lifting 100 million people out of poverty in 10 years, and also of securing the people and the nation. I would like also further and stronger collaborations in the areas of repatriations and evacuations. You've always supported our victims, or the victims out there, by even using your own resources to repatriate them. We would like to applaud you for that. We would like you to support our rebranding initiative for the NAPTIP. Our brand is 17 years old. We want to refreshing the brand so that it appeals to the age group that are predominantly victims. You can support us through ensuring that the right kind of talent, especially the ones in the diaspora, support us with their arts and their skills. We also like to enlist your support in the area of our Victim of Trafficking Trust Fund in our revenue generation drive. We have a provision in our mandate that allows us to have a Victim of Trafficking Trust Fund. It's an avenue that we have not really explored. And I know that our citizens, especially the ones in diaspora, understand the concept of giving back to society. Those that can't, that are being helped by those that can. Those that do are being supported by those that don't. So we'd like to invite our diasporans, through using you as a medium, to support the Victim of Trafficking Trust Fund to ensure that we enhance our victim support programs and our shelter experience to world standard. We also would like to enlist your support in actualizing our dream for a training academy. It's mandatory in our act that NAPTIP as an agency has a training academy to train and build capacity of their staff. 17 years later, we don't have any. So we'd like to enlist your support to ensure that it's a reality. The National State Governor recently just donated a 200-acre of land. We'd like to take the project in phases. We would have a resource center there, we would have a data center and also a research center. It's going to be the fourth of its kind on the continent. It's going to service the whole of Africa. So it's a regional training academy. On this note, I would like to thank the Diaspora Commission for their support to the Nigerians abroad and enlist their support. And I'd like to thank the chairman of the commission, who is my big sister. Thank you so much for all you're doing.
We're glad to have been working with NAPTIP, but I know that we can do even much better than we've both done. First, you mentioned the areas of prevention. I think that is the primary thing. If we can prevent our young ones from being trafficked, then we won't be talking about bringing them back. So the first thing is, how do you prevent them? How do you arrest the traffickers? As long as the traffickers are walking about freely, trafficking will not stop. So it's important to know those people trafficking these young girls and boys abroad and name and shame them and ensure that the hands of the law catches up with them. And I'm glad that that is the priority you're bringing to the table. And we commend you for that, and we're sure we'll succeed with that. Then massive awareness. A lot of massive awareness. In our work so far with NAPTIP and seeing these girls, boys return home, you realize that a lot of them didn't even know what they're going into. So a lot of awareness using those that have returned, and there are quite a lot of them, to tell their stories. We'll work a lot with NAPTIP, and we'll be glad to collaborate with you in that regard, as we've always done. So by the time you see somebody who was promised heaven and earth return and realize that no, it was actually blood and tears, then maybe the next person will not fall a victim of trafficking. So we look forward to also working with you in that regard. And I thank you for taking a decision to involve all state diaspora focal persons on the task force. I tell you that that will have a lot of positive impact on the issue of trafficking. And today we have, I think, state focal persons in about 33 states of Nigeria already, and they will be looking forward to working with you on this task force. So we again will ensure that that happens as soon as possible. And you are trafficked from a state, not Nigeria as such. It's from a state that you are being trafficked. So if you deal with it from the state level, I believe again there will be a lot of measure of success. Yes, we have actually been talking with a lot of our diaspora brothers and sisters who are very much interested in transfer of knowledge and skills, mentoring, having virtual summits with some of these girls that have returned, or just Nigerian youth that need a bit more mentoring and technology, skills transfer and all that. So we hope to do more in that regard, and also working with NAPTIP. We are excited about your Trafficking Trust Fund and the resource center you're going to build. We can't give you assistance in that regard. Rather, we will ask you for assistance to in terms of funding. But basically speaking, that is forward thinking, and I believe that if you're able to get that done, again, it will make a positive impact and it will rub on your legacy within NAPTIP. So basically, I just want to say that NITCOM does look forward to fruitful collaboration with you, and the collaboration will be strengthened by involving, as you have said, the state focal persons on diaspora in all the states of Nigeria. Their job is basically not trafficking, but they have a major role to play. So once more, NAPTIP, NITCOM, and then again, a very important thing, I shouldn't forget that, our labor laws. Countries need these services. They want employment in some areas. Why can't we make it legal? And I think Nigeria has to take the lead in this regard, in ensuring that we can have laws in such a way that, fine, you want to go to work as a domestic staff, you want to work as, you know, there are areas needed abroad. Let us make sure that you go properly and legally and not illegally. It can be done. And I believe that if the key agencies collaborate, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Labor, NAPTIP, the National Assembly, we can achieve that. So that you can actually get these jobs in a legal way and you're properly paid. Philippines is making about $6 billion from their migration law. So that has to be done. And that will save NAPTIP a whole lot of, you know, trying to get these girls back. They don't have to go through the back door. You can go legally and work properly. And I'm glad that we have immigration here, and we also have our Interpol rep here. They'll be very useful when we get issues of distress. We just send to them as well as our legal team. So, my sister, thank you for the visit. We will pay you a return visit.
Thank you, NAPTIP and NITCOM, for the leadership. Now, a Diaspora Security Conference is in the offing by the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NITCOM. Take a listen as NITCOM's boss speaks to the issue.
We are here for a few reasons. One is that we're looking forward to a partnership between the Commission and the defense sector. One, we have too many Nigerians abroad that are excelling in the defense and security issues in every part of the world. And they've been saying, how can we contribute? What can we do? And they're planning that with your participation and support, we can have what we've termed a Diaspora Conference on National Security, where with the diaspora, we can have a roundtable. It will be a platform to showcase the successes of the military. It will be a platform to tell your own story. It will be a platform to tell the whole world through the diaspora what we've been able to achieve and what more we can do. And these Nigerians in that field in every part of the world have actually put a document together, and we believe that if we work with you, we can achieve some measure of success in that regard. So we're looking forward to a Diaspora Conference on National Security so that they can also contribute their quota and work with you and see how they can put in there also their expertise and all that. I'm glad Director of Training is here. They also said they can assist in the issue of training and logistics and all that, because we have them experts in this field, and it costs us nothing to engage them and include them. And I will avail you with a list of excelling Nigerians in various areas around the world in the field of security. It will be a major platform also to sensitize Nigerians here and abroad on virtually every issue that people don't understand about security and defense. So we expect that this conference on national security will go a long way in particularly disseminating information and reaching the larger Nigerian population wherever they are. So we look forward to that in that regard. It's important to have the data of our military personnel serving in various places abroad. For instance, who knows when we may start diaspora voting? We might decide that every Nigerian working in one place or the other should be able to vote. You know, I'm always so proud to be a Nigerian. When they talk about our military that have served in other parts of the world, they always tell us that they are the very best.
Regarding the Diaspora Conference on Security, yes, of course, it's something that is good, that we will partner with you, we'll be ready to partner with you, because the current challenges, security challenges that we face, might be having a biting effect within our geographical space, but there are from outside the geographical space. So whereas it is Nigerians that within Nigerian space that may be feeling the impact, but the underground realities are that the drivers of those insecurity issues do not have any respect for borders. So it's in that light that we believe that a conversation that brings in the knowledge base of our brothers across the shores will be very useful. So for us, it's something, meeting of minds, of course, if you like, it would be a good platform for meeting of minds. And I'll be glad to get details of all that. And then, of course, the Chief of Defense Training and Operation is here, as well as the representative of the Chief of Defense Policy and Plans, who is responsible for conferences of that nature, to have that kick-started. So I believe that when we get the details, we will see how we can quickly, fit in and support that engagement.
Thank you, Mama Diaspora and Chief of Staff, for thinking security always.
Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down.
Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging, Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
The International Organization for Migration, IOM, evacuated about 118 stranded Nigerians in Libya. They include 9 infants, 17 children, 51 males and 41 females. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Nigeria Immigration Service and other strategic partners were on hand to receive the returnees. Now over to Dr. Lulu on today's edition of Suicide Notes.
Hi everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Dr. Lulu, aka the Momatrician. I'm a board certified pediatrician and I'm a mom, but I'm also on my spare time a life coach. I coach parents, particularly parents of LGBTQ youth. Yes, I said it. I know, trust me, I know. Today we're going to talk about parental acceptance as an issue amongst Nigerian parents and all parents all over the world. Yes, welcome to Suicide Notes. That's what the name of this show is. I'm talking about suicide. I'm bringing suicide to the table. I'm making suicide in everyday conversation. I'm making you able to talk about things that can cause people to kill themselves because it's not a good thing. So today we're going to talk about parental acceptance. So I have some news for you. And I know you probably don't want to hear this, okay? We always think that the way our parents raised us is the best way because we all turn out okay. But I have to ask you a question. Was it really the best way? Could they have done a better job? And that's all parents across the world, including mine, everybody's parents. Could they have done a better job, especially if they're Nigerian parents? The tendency to expect so much from your kids and to not accept them because they got 92 in their schoolwork or because they got 99 in their schoolwork, because they are marrying a Yoruba woman, because they are not marrying the Igbo man that you want them to. Whatever the story is, I have that question for you. Could you have done a better job, dear parent? Do you realize that the lack of parental acceptance, aka parental rejection, causes low self-esteem, causes emotional problems in your child? Yes, and one of them is anxiety. The other one is depression. Yes, cutting. Yes, alcoholism, you name it. All of those things are real problems that can occur as a result of parental rejection or lack of acceptance. You as a parent, I want you to do me a favor. Look at all the times that, your child came to you with something and you said, could you have done better? How about just acknowledging what they've done? Because I don't want to just be here saying what you're not doing. I'm going to also help you with what you should do. How about just taking a deep breath and just accepting what they have done? So, you know what, child? That's very good. Did you give it your best shot? Yes, then that's good enough. How is that? Just for a little try. Every now and again, your parents should be your sanctuary, should be the place that you go to when you feel at home, literally speaking. You don't want an ikemefuna you don't want to be the ikemefuna to the Okonkwo. You don't want your child rather to be the ikemefuna to your Okonkwo. That's really actually not necessary, honestly. You can still be a great parent without yelling at your kid. You can still be a great parent without expecting too much from your child, to the point that your child feels so little around you. And no. It's not because I'm a perfect parent. No. I am a parent that used to do all of that in recovery. But one thing I know that if you know better, then you do better. And so that means your homework is for you to start trying to accept your child as they are, knowing fully well that there are people like my best friend. Okay, I'm not going to say her name, that have been looking for a child from God and they couldn't find one. And it's not for lack of trying. And then you have all these kids and then you don't even want to just accept them for who they are. If I tell you how many of my patients tell me, Dr. Lulu, yeah, you can say that your kids are so lucky, this, that, and the other. They think that, I'm all this and a bag of chips, but I'm not. I'm just one step ahead of their parents. But I know that they will ask for their parents to just accept them as they are. Accept them as they are, faults and all. You know why? Because you wanted the same thing from your parents. You wanted your parents to accept you as you were, ajuwaya, as they will say. Okay, so your homework, if you choose to accept it, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to practice acceptance of your child in all ramifications. And those of you who know me know where I'm going with this. So next week, we're going to talk about where I'm going. Accept your kids as they are. My name is Dr. Lulu, aka the Momatrician. If you have any questions, ask me. Send it to suicidenoteswithdrlulu@gmail.com. Or my regular email is coach@dr-lulu.com. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Yes, it happens. You can be that parent. I promise you. Bye.
Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at nitcom_gov, on our Instagram page at nitcom_gov, on our YouTube page at nitcom_gov, and on our website at www.nitcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network on Friday at 10:30 a.m., on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m., on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m., and on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 a.m. And you can join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Koinsala Adetumbi. See you next time.